Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. You are here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. Normally, I do videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays nowadays. I moved the Tuesday video to Monday. I want to be the first one to get that Long John Premium Destroyer video out there. I hope you used a link in the description to get your own free Long John. If you did, I hope you hit the like button on that video. Anyway, we're here in the Hayate today, Tier 8 Japanese Premium Destroyer, and I'm going to show you the power of torpedoes. So there are lots of ship lines like Pan-European. Some other ships don't have necessarily really powerful torpedoes. German torpedoes, not necessarily very powerful. American torpedoes, some of them aren't very powerful. Benham torpedoes, for example, aren't very powerful. But usually when we talk about the heavy hitters in terms of torpedo damage, we're talking about Japanese ships. That's why a lot of people, when they start playing destroyers, start playing Japanese destroyers. Like I talked about in my Introduction to Destroyers guide, I think the Japanese ships are the easiest to play because all you have to do is not get spotted and learn how to shoot torpedoes. You're not particularly good in a gunfight, so no one is going to be shocked if you don't gunfight anybody in a Japanese ship. All right? And so because it's only two things to learn, that's why it's easier for beginning players to do well in a Japanese ship. So let's talk about torpedoes. So torpedoes are, in my opinion, the main way destroyers do damage. Now, I know there's gunboat destroyers. There's destroyers without torpedoes like Friesland. You know, and I get it. Gunboat destroyers, destroyers without torpedoes, obviously, they have to do damage with their guns. But if you have torpedoes and the torpedoes don't suck, you should be using torpedoes to do damage. And I think this match is going to be a great illustration about the chunk damage that Japanese torpedoes can perform on the enemy ships. Now here we're Captain Bravo. I'm minding my own business, whistling a tune here, thinking all is right in the world, and I get radared. And you can see my immediate response is to do nothing. And then I'm like, yeah, maybe I should start moving. Well, let me tell you, all hell is going to break loose, and this poor Hayate is going to get smashed here in a minute. There's smash number one. HE spam caught on fire, disabled something. Crossfire smash number two. Continuing to be radared. There's torpedoes. Vittorio Veneto, more torpedoes coming in. We will launch our torpedoes in return. We will just dodge. Smash number three. More stuff getting knocked out. And now I don't have a damage con. 18 seconds, so I got to wait to repair. Now, thankfully, I got a good torpedo shot out there on the Veneto. Here's our first three torpedoes. And we're already at 43,000 damage and ticking. All right, we're going to launch another set of torpedoes right here. Because I hit my torpedo reload booster. More torpedo strikes. And so I'm going to launch one at the Veneto and one into the mist. Which I probably shouldn't have done. You'll see that in a second. Just because it wasn't as well aimed. Anyway, the first Veneto is going to take another torpedo and die right there. First blood kill number one. The second Veneto is going to dodge the rest of my torpedoes. I mean, he was kind of in a shadowing position, so the hull of the first ship would have protected him if I had sent them more in a path towards that first Veneto anyway. But we are about to hit 100,000 damage. And we are not even 4 minutes into this match yet. And there's 100,000 damage. And another torpedo strike. 125,000 damage. So really, man, I tell you, the torpedoes do the damage. Meanwhile, my fleet teammate, Bad Moto Weasel, got a kill there. GG. Man, I haven't seen Moto in a hot minute. But yeah, we're chilling out. We're capturing Bravo. And we have 125,000 damage on 6 torpedo strikes. And we're going to have kind of a dry spot here in the middle. That's the other thing. Don't launch torpedoes just to launch them. I know there are plenty of people that will launch torpedoes at the beginning of the match or whatever. Look, this isn't like Modern Warfare. You're not going to get a tomahawk kill all the way across the map if you just start spamming torpedoes everywhere. My belief is to use them when you have a target. Now, granted, that's not zoning, that's a tactic. If you're zoning out a cap or an area of denial with the torpedo, fine. But I think there are people who don't do that or don't understand that concept and just shoot torpedoes because they got to reload. You trust me, if a ship came around this corner right now, I would want all of my torpedoes to be able to be shot. So you don't have to spam torpedoes just because you have a reload. Now, if you're denying this area from an enemy ship, then by all means do that. But otherwise, keep them because they are the main way you do damage, at least in this class of destroyer. All right, quick look at the teams. We have lost one ship. The enemy team has lost 4 ships. We captured Bravo, and we are moving towards Charlie. Enemy Hayate is spotted. Don't know what he's been doing all match, but I am showing him how to play the Hayate, that's for sure. All right, moving into Charlie Cap. We're going to start capping that out. Spot another enemy ship. This is a Congress. We are going to torp out on the Congress, and we're going to pop a shot at the Hayate here in a minute because it's going to look really ripe for a kill pinch right about now. In go the shells. Kill pinch unleashed. All right. Our oodles of torpedoes in the water going towards the Congress. We won't be spotted. So essentially we're just going to chill out and watch these torpedoes make their way. And these are visible. You should have seen them. No evasive maneuvers whatsoever, folks. These are not stealthy torpedoes. So we're going to get 3 more torpedo strikes. Full value on that ship. He is dead. Dev strike. High caliber metal. Kill number 3. Right now we are averaging about 19,000 damage per torpedo. Yes, I know some of them cause flooding, and the damage came from flooding. But that being said, of our damage, 172,000, 9 torpedo strikes. Each torpedo did about 19,000 damage. All right, assisted base cap right there. We have done everything we could do, and we are moving out just to see what we can see. So use those torpedoes judiciously when you're in a ship that does torpedo damage as its main way of helping your team, like a Japanese torpedo boat. Use them wisely. Use those reload boosters wisely, because that torpedo damage is going to be the difference between winning a match and losing a match. In this match, we overwhelmed the enemy team, not just because my fleet was in a platoon here in this game, but because we punched the enemy as hard as you could possibly punch them. And we still ended up about 100,000 damage short of the current damage record for this ship on WoW's builds. So definitely has all the potential in the world to do damage. Aim and use the torpedoes wisely, and you will find yourself making an outsized contribution to the match for your team. Enemy ship is about to die, I want to say. And it is dead. All right, there we go. It's dead. And that's the end of the match. All right, we're going to get some milestones for previous campaign. That's great. And in a minute here, we're going to end up on my favorite screen, the victory screen. All right, here we are. First Blood Medal, Dev Strike Medal, High Caliber Medal, 172,397 total damage, 9 torpedo strikes, 3 big kills, a solo and assisted base cap, over 8,600 ship XP and commander XP. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. There you can see 3,170 base XP at the top of the board, 3 medals, 3 big kills. Hope you enjoyed this match, and I hope you enjoyed the Long Zhang links in the other video. I'll see you next time, folks. Have a great one. Take care.